that we have. Now this is just a little bit about essential oils. Frequency. We were the first to discover essential oils literally contain electrical frequency. We did a study of over 200 subjects at the Eastern State University in Cheney, Washington. We found that the average body frequency ranges 62 to 68. The brain frequencies are 10 hertz higher during the day, and then it reverses during the night, and the brain frequencies are 10 hertz lower, body frequencies are 10 hertz higher. We found that we took two young men who had a 66 hertz frequency. One held the coffee, his frequency dropped to 58 in 3 seconds. The other one drank it, his frequency dropped to 52 in 3 seconds. The young man that drank the coffee, we didn't let him have any oils. It took 3 days for it to go back up. The young man that just held the coffee, we let him breathe the essential oils, and his frequency went up in 21 seconds. We found that disease begins at 58 hertz frequency. Flu starts at 57. Candida at 55, Epstein-Barr at 52, and cancer at 42. What this tells us that when we do things in our lives that compromise our frequency in the human body, we can become a victim. Essential oils reestablish the normal frequency of the human cells, documented at Eastern State University. Another thing that's really exciting is regeneration. How can you regenerate something if you can't stimulate circulation and activity? The top leading neurologist in the United States helped me to discover oils were electrical. How? Because we discovered that hearing could be restored with the oil of helichrysum. Not only from loss of hearing, but from deafness, born deafness. 3 people now have total restoration. And I went to him to ask how. He said because the oils are electrical, they stimulate the firing in the axon. They increase the neurotransmitter that converts in the axon to an electron. It fires across the synaptic gap right here. He said in a birth defect, nerves didn't connect. And he said the oils will literally increase the firing of that synapses, and it will jump across the gap and connect to that nerve that did not connect. And once it starts firing, it will start growing together until it hardwires. So essential oils have the ability to stimulate the regeneration of damaged nerve tissue. Helichrysum. How do we use oils? Diffusing in the air through the feet. Many of you here are probably reflexologists or certainly work with the feet. Start working with oils through the feet. How many of you have experienced pain and suffered with pain for days and days and days and couldn't get rid of it? And you've taken pain medication and Tylenol and morphine and whatever to kill pain. How would you feel if you knew that you broke a bone and you could take a single oil and rub it on that broken spot and stop the pain within 3 to 6 seconds? You can do it with essential oils. There's a formula. It has 2 oils in it that are responsible greatly for that. One is helichrysum and the other one is birch. Birch oil, like spruce oil, contains methyl salicylate. It works like cortisone on the tissue, and it's a topical anesthesia. Helichrysum is a topical anesthesia. It's beautiful. Another way to work with oils is through the ears, auricular. We found that dealing with emotions. How many people here have emotions? Is there anyone that has no emotional problems at all? Do you know that the ancient Egyptians used oils to do what they call cleansing of the flesh and the blood? Removing the evil deities from the mind. Because they believed if they didn't remove the evil deities from the mind, which we call negative emotions, that they couldn't come back into the body they left in the tomb. I was allowed March last year, 1 year ago, to go into a secret chamber where this ritual was performed. And I was allowed to photograph the walls. And we started translating the hieroglyphics that told about this ritual. It was a 3-day ritual, and they used oils to take the people through it and totally eradicate the negative memory and memory trauma from the people. I've started teaching and working with people with oils for eradicating emotional trauma. It is life-changing. And working through the ears. In fact, we have a little oil blend, and if you ever feel depressed or manic depressant or suicidal, a couple of drops and just rub it right there, and it'll take it away in just a matter of seconds. Another beautiful area to work through is through the spine. And just massaging the oils up and down the spine, getting into those nerve meridians to get into those organs and glands in the body, is absolutely incredible. We had a little gal in Denver, Colorado yesterday. I had a seminar there, and we had over 150 people in the seminar. She had a great big large knot on her spine. We just rubbed simple oils of spruce and birch and frankincense on it, and it dissolved half in 20 minutes. And 150 people gathered around and watched. Okay, let's show you what's going on in the antiviral activity. We have a little kit, and it has the lavender, peppermint, and lemon oils in it, plus 4 blends, because I formulate blends. I made another one to kill airborne bacteria in the home, odors, mold, fungus. It's incredible. And then in that packet is also one. This has rose oil in it, the highest of the frequencies, 320 hertz. It has ylang-ylang in it, which balances the male and female energies. It also is a powerful support to the heart for tachycardia and arrhythmia. Because of these new viruses and our immune system weakening, I knew that we had to have something to help support that system. So I went to work studying, and I put this formula together, and these oils that I'm going to present now are in that formula. This is Ravensara aromatica. It's a plant that's a combination of clove and nutmeg, and it grows in Madagascar. And of course you see the sesquiterpenes. Sesquiterpenes stimulate the immune system. Look at here, anti-infectious, antiviral, antibacterial, and it's indicated for rhinopharyngitis, gripes, sinusitis, bronchitis, viral hepatitis, viruses of the intestinal, and cholera, herpes 1 and 2, infectious mononucleosis, insomnia, muscular fatigue. Here's another one. This one you ladies probably have in your kitchen, called oregano. You know, you need to quit cooking with it and start juicing it and snorting it. Okay? Look at here, phenols, the number 1 constituent that's responsible for the oxygenating activity of oils. Anti-infectious, large spectrum of action against bacteria, virus, fungus, and parasites. Immunostimulant. This one you'll like. Frankincense is talked about in the Bible, the holy anointing oil. It's mentioned 52 times in the Bible. Okay, sesquiterpenes again, goes beyond the blood-brain barrier. Look at here, anti-catarrhal, expectorant, anti-tumoral, immunostimulant, antidepressive, bronchitis, catarrh, asthma, ulcers, cancer, immunodeficiencies, and nervous depression. I got involved with a doctor in Scottsdale, Arizona, Dr. Terry Friedman, medical doctor. I asked him if he would like to do some research and work with the oils and see what he could create, and he said, I would love to. As of this day, 1 year from the time we started, he now has 9 cancer patients out of 9 in remission from prostate and lymphoma and Hodgkin's. That's documented, by the way. Hyssop oil, the oil that Moses used. Look at here, anti-catarrhal, mucolytic, decongestion, anti-inflammatory of the pulmonary, regulator of the metabolism and lipids, anti-infectious, large spectrum, staphylococci, pneumonia, parasites, prescribed for rhinopharyngitis, sinusitis, bronchitis, pneumonia, cystitis, post-infections, sclerosis, plaque, ovarian problems. It just goes on and on and on. Mountain savory. Look at here, anti-infectious, major activity as an antibacterial agent, antifungal, antiviral, antiparasitic, immunostimulating. And here they use it for candida, cystitis, prostatitis, and right on down through arthritis and rheumatoid arthritis. That was mountain savory. This is cistus oil, commonly called rock rose. Beautiful oil. Same thing, there we see the phenols again. Anti-infectious, antiviral, bacterial, regulator of neurovegetative degeneration of the nervous system, autoimmune. So used also for arthritis and rheumatism and plaque and other things, but primarily for viruses of the autoimmune system. What is AIDS? Okay, we had a beautiful situation in Pottstown, Pennsylvania just a couple of weeks ago. A nurse at one of the seminars, she says, Dr. Young, could I share a story with you? And I said, yes. She says, one of the doctors that I work for has a patient that has lupus. She'd had it for a number of years, and as she's getting older, the lupus has just been progressively getting worse and worse and worse. And she was in the hospital for a test and change of medication, and she said my doctor told her that there was nothing that could be done and just to get her affairs in order. She said, I felt so bad that when she started to leave, I just walked her out, and I gave her my bottle of essential oils, and I said, why don't you take this home and just rub it on and just see if it'll make you feel a little better and help you a little bit. She said, some of the oils here have been found to help support the immune system. The lady took it home. 3 days later, she called the nurse back. She says, what did you give me? And she says, why? She says, I'm feeling better. She says, my strength is coming up. My energy level's coming up. 5 days after that, which was a total of 8 days, she returned to the doctor for a checkup. He could not find one symptom, not one trace of lupus. God knew that we were going to have these diseases. He knew what we were going to deal with. And do you think He put us down here to be victims? Absolutely not. He gave us everything that we need to take care of the human body. This is clove oil, by the way, and look at here, anti-infection, bacteria, large spectrum of action against gram-positive and negative, antiviral, fungal, parasitic, antiseptic, and a general stimulant, anti-tumoral, dental infections, viral hepatitis, colitis, cystitis, viruses of the nerves. What is MS? Look at here, cancer, Hodgkin's. That was clove oil, simple clove oil. I mean, it is so incredible to see what can be done and what can be created. So I have made a major focus on creating formulas to support the immune system. It's been really a pleasure to be here and share with you what I call the missing link, and what I also find to be the most exciting thing that has been rediscovered in the world, and that's the world of essential oils and how we can use them in our food products, in our food supplements, and create a beautiful opportunity to build the immune system and not become a victim. Let's be thankful for what we have. Let's always have thanks in our heart for all that we have. And let's live with that and keep that smile on our face and joy in our heart, and let's share with the world the blessings that God gave us a long time ago. Thank you for coming and participating.
Thank you for taking time to listen to this exciting information. We hope it inspires you to ask questions about the gifts that God has given us for man's healing and well-being since the beginning of time. Please contact the person who shared this tape with you and learn how essential oils can make a difference in your life. We hope you will join us in taking this life-changing message to the world. This information is for educational purposes only and not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure any disease.